Welcome to the first part of the video series on human resource management. This is Amit Kumar Mehta, and today we'll be trying to understand what exactly is the nature of human resource management. What are the various definitions? What are the various skills required in a human resource manager? What are the various duties that he performs inside of a particular company? For many of you who would be interested in pursuing a career in human resource management, we'll be trying to find out why the world is giving so much importance to human resource management, why and how corporations are leveraging their human resource management and transforming their company, achieving stupendous growth inside of their companies with the help of human resource management as a team. We'll be trying to understand all those things in this video. Just stay with me. Now, human resources as a word was first used in the 1893, but it started getting implemented in the proper sense since the 1950s onwards. The world has been using it effectively and more since the 1950s only. Now, unlike other resources, human resources is different, it's separate, and that is why studying human resources as an individual topic becomes very important. Understanding it becomes very important for any manager. For any manager who is studying this particular topic, it can help him leverage his existing performance into an increasingly high performance. So it becomes very important for any manager to learn it. Now, Thomas J. Watson has this to say about human resource management: you can take capital and build buildings, but for building business you require people. So people, you have to build the people, you have to ensure that you have the right people, they are performing at their optimal level, and only then your company will be able to achieve the requisite targets. And therefore, for building businesses you require a solid base of people, and that is where human resource as a team comes in and solves that problem for you. Now, this is Sony Akio Morita, the founder of Sony. This is what he has to say about human resources. He says that there is no magic in the success of companies. The secret of their success is simply the way they treat their employees. So even Sony accepts that the secret lies in treating your employees in the best possible way. If you're treating your employees properly, they will give their 100%, they will be committed, and they will be performing with passion. And when they perform with passion, your company will get the desired results. If there is a secret sauce, it is HR. Many of the companies have realized it. Many of the corporations have realized it. And for many of the companies, you will find out that in spite of they having a lot of capital, in spite of they having a lot of other resources, if their human resource is not properly grounded, if their human resource is not properly taken care of, they become big failures. Now let me give you how this particular thing is a secret sauce for many of the companies. Let us discuss some of the holy grail companies that exist in the world today. We're talking about Netflix, we're talking about Google, we're talking about Facebook, and let us try to find out what are the various privileges that they are giving to their employees. For Netflix, we have flexible vacation policies, an entire paid year off for new parents. For anybody who gives birth to a child, they get an entire year off at Netflix. For Google, we have yoga on the site gym, we have car washes, we have rock climbing wall, we have dry cleaning services, we have fitness classes, running trails, haircuts, bike repair, subsidized massages. These are all the benefits which the employees are getting. For Facebook, we have subsidized gym fees, photo processing, laundry service, weekly lecture series, leather repair, and a host of other things. There are a laundry list of benefits. For Twitter, we have dry cleaning service, rock climbing wall, yoga and pilates classes, laundry service, catered meals, acupuncture and meditation classes, free gym membership. For LinkedIn, we have childcare, running trails, chair massages, beanbag lounge, afternoon yoga pilots, weekly lectures, 24/7 on-site gym, morning boot camp, and free gym membership. Why are the companies spending so much on their human resources? Why are they pampering their employees? The reason is absolutely clear. And over here, we are talking about the holy grail of companies, the best companies in the world. These are the companies where everybody wants to work. These are the best companies in which everybody wants to work. These companies are on the Forbes list also, and these companies are pampering their employees a lot. Why are they doing it? Because they know that if the human resource is taken care of in a, and this is apart from their salaries, it is apart from the perks and benefits that they otherwise receive. This is over and above their salaries. Salary is a kind of a bonus. These things are automatically helping the companies achieve tremendous amount of growth. If you look at the growth of Twitter, if you look at the growth of Facebook, you'll be amazed to find out what the growth they are achieving in a very short span of time. And it is only by using the secret sauce that we talked about. The secret sauce is HR. Now, if you look at it, who is the best person to deliver all of these benefits? Who is the best person to understand what are the requirements that the employees of an organization must be having? And the answer is the HR managers. The HR managers do a lot of number crunching, do a lot of analysis, and then come up with these kind of benefits which help a company achieve those results in a very short span of time. For Facebook, it's just a 10-year-old company. For Google, it's just a 20-year-old company, and they have become the number one company in terms of revenue in the world. And the reason is the way they treat their employees. The way they treat their employees, and most of this treatment, most of these plans are being devised by HR managers. So HR manager has become a very important topic for any particular corporation. No corporation, no CEO of any particular company can do without an HR manager. It has now become strategic. So let us find out what are the various activities that an HR manager does inside of a company. The human resource manager keeps on from the recruitment, selection, placement, onboarding, transfer stage, from the procuring of talent, finding out the best talent for the company. Then they when the people have come inside the company, they develop them through training, through career planning, through development programs, through performance appraisal. They develop these employees. After that, they give them good amount of compensation, they evaluate them, they give them bonus and incentives, they integrate them with the management. If there is any fight, if there is any mediation that has to happen, it happens through the HR managers. And then they have to ensure that they maintain health and safety among them, that they are taken care of in terms of risk management. There is social security plans for them, there are various perks and incentives. So there is a whole lot of activities that the human resource manager does. If you look at it from the point of an employee life cycle, right from the selection of the particular employee, the time when he enters the gate of a particular company, to onboarding, to development, to team building, and till the point the particular company leaves the particular company, whether it be through retirement or be it through moving to some other company. Right from the selection of the employee inside the company to the separation of the particular employee from that company, the HR manager has to be throughout there with the hand holding the particular employee and taking him through the entire process inside of a company. So HR manager's profile is very, very crucial. Now we'll be finding out the biggest obstacle. The biggest obstacle for an HR manager is the complexity of human beings. And this is why HR as a topic becomes very, very complicated and very, very difficult. And not everybody can do justice to this kind of a profile. Problem with human beings or problem with employees is that most of their characteristics are observable characteristics are just 5%. The behavior that they show is just 5% to 10%, like an iceberg. And most of the things they have kept hidden inside: the emotions, their thinking, their values and beliefs. Most of the beliefs, emotions, thinkings of people are different. Most of them do not show these particular characteristics in front when they are dealing with human beings. Now that is the biggest obstacle for HR managers. People are responsive, they think, they feel and they act, and therefore they cannot be operated like a machine or shifted and altered like a template in an room layout. They therefore need tactful handling by management personnel, because human beings are such a different thing, and because we have seen from previous examples how the best companies are using them tactfully in a way so as to solve their particular purpose, so as to achieve their particular growth. It becomes very, very important that these people are not treated, the employees of any companies are not treated as a machine, and they are given the right amount of understanding, they are given the right amount of listening, and they are handled properly. And once that is done rightfully through the HR managers, then the company can imagine great amount of growth. This video is going to be a long one, the video series, so we'll be doing the next part of the video. We'll be discussing what are the definitions, what are the various roles and definitions. This was just the introduction part. Hope you have liked it, and keep watching the second series of the video.